All right. I should unmute my microphone. So there you go. 10 seconds of silence followed by my voice. Anyways, hello everyone. This is Crota giving you a shoutcast in Game 1 in a best of 3 series between HayPro and Leenock here on MLG Metalopolis. You see HayPro spawning as the red Zerg at the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, you have Leenock spawning as the blue Zerg. Zerg versus Zerg. Seems like I've been casting a lot of mirror matches, but 1/3 of the games out there are mirror matches, so why not cast them and learn more about the game as well? Both players already moving out with their overlords. HayPro already redirecting the direction. Meanwhile, same thing from Leenock. Both Leenock wanting to make sure that there was actually no creep in position before he moved out, and now you're going to see perhaps a second overlord start to move out. Currently, HayPro has a slight advantage in terms of drone count. I believe, yes, 12 versus 10 drones as the game does get underway, and we'll see how all of this just really plays out here on MLG Metalopolis. Now, if you guys don't know the results of MLG Providence, then good for you. You guys have been kept in the dark, and want to just congratulate you, as it's been all over the news on Team Liquid and some of the other websites as well, as we now see Leenock opening up with a hatchery at the 3 o'clock location. Meanwhile, HayPro opening up with an extractor pool, so he's gonna have metabolic boosted lings first. Now, on a map like this, especially on cross positions, I think Leenock should be able to come out with a slight advantage as long as he plays a little bit more defensively, and I think he will. He is going for an extractor though, so I take it back. He's not going to be playing defensively, or he may be playing defensively with just Zerglings and Banelings, with maybe a couple Queens early on as well. Now, still no hatchery coming in from HayPro just quite yet. He may go for a hatchery now up to 330 minerals. No, training up a queen, getting the metabolic boost, and still harvesting some gas with one drone. So one drone on gas right now. Gathering gas, harvesting gas, and it may be for Banelings a little bit later on. Now transitioning back into 3 drones on gas, so not quite sure what this particular build is, as the Zerglings now make their way out, and the Overlord of Leenock will spot those Zerglings just as they run right underneath. Back here, we are going to see HayPro now getting the sight on the hatchery over here, knows that it is a fast expansion, knows the timing on that expansion, and knows that there's going to be a small window for these Zerglings to deal some damage. Banelings Nest already coming into play over here. And now, what is going to go on? A queen now making its way down to perhaps try to shoot down this one overlord. I do not believe there's a second queen. No second queen. So he is going to miss and inject in order to try to shoot down this overlord. The overlord now trying to fly away. Moves very, very slowly as the Zerglings are now battling it out over here. HayPro attempting to run away with those Zerglings. More Zerglings chasing. The metabolic boost not quite yet ready, as is about a 60-second window between the two, and I think this is actually bad news for HayPro. HayPro needs to get this overlord now supply blocking Leenock, as we are now getting perhaps some Banelings on the ramp. So we are now going into 4 Banelings, Zerglings now making their way in, and who will come out in this engagement? Zerglings now backing off, trying to run around, and will be able to get inside, but there is also one spine crawler in position. But the Banelings may catch these off guard, and no, the Zerglings now attempting to just simply ignore it, as the Zerglings are now going to try to engage here. Zerglings now trying to test the waters. Two Banelings in each group over here, as more Zerglings now run in. And what is happening here as some Zerglings getting taken down? The Banelings do not have movement speed bonus, and as soon as Leenock gets a movement speed bonus, he should be able to come out ahead. Zerglings now battling that over here. Banelings are in position to try to detonate there. Is it going to happen? There's some transfusions and beautiful defense there. We are still getting more transfusions. Oh, running straight in. Able to take down a couple of units and also able to take down that spine crawler. But Leenock currently has the advantage. 15 drones versus 14 drones, and a lot more Zerglings as Banelings once again being morphed in over here. Zerglings now going to come around the far corner. It looks like those Zerglings are going to try to make their way up the ramp. Are there any Banelings over here? HayPro is going to be in trouble. He doesn't have any defense whatsoever. Zerglings need to start morphing, but this is not looking good. No queen on the ramp. There are Banelings now hiding over here, and now in comes the engagement. Zerglings now trying to come in for that surround. Banelings, Zerglings, both sides engaging. Drones off the mineral line, trying to fight back. The Zerglings are in hold position as the Zerglings back off here. Meanwhile, the Banelings are now desperately trying to run all the way back home, but they are very, very slow as these Zerglings are now running back out. Harvester count 10 to 15 after 4 workers have been killed. Zerglings now running back over here. 1 Baneling taking down 2 Zerglings there, as we are now going to get in position once more. More Zerglings being rehatched. It looks like another Baneling accidentally attacked that engagement there, and that was kind of bad. But Zerglings are gonna get taken down. Know that Zergling will be able to regroup with the rest. There's 2 Banelings, 1 Baneling on the low ground, 1 Baneling on the high ground. Oh, a detonation and a bad waste by HayPro, as Banelings are gonna be able to make their way inside the mineral line and perhaps get some damage. Or what are they gonna hit? It looks like it may take down the queen. There you go, taking down a couple drones over there. Zerglings are now trying to take down this hatchery. This hatchery needs to go down if it is gonna be a good engagement at all. But no, as Leenock currently running off of 4 queens, a lot of base defense, and those queens with so many transfusions should be able to keep up this hatchery. Zerglings in the mineral line, and I believe that is going to be all she wrote for HayPro. HayPro most likely going to lose this matchup, but no, it's going to try to go for one last all-in. Zerglings now trying to run by. There are 3 Banelings in that group. Banelings in position, perhaps going to burrow themselves or just get themselves and park themselves on the ramp there. Queens now with that range getting in some easy damage, as the Zerglings simply running by, trying to get inside the main base. And is it going to work? Banelings busting all over the place, and there it is. Thank you, Hawk. Yeah, as we now see the Overlord gonna get shot down here, and I think this is gonna be it. And there is the GG by HayPro. So HayPro losing game 1 in this best of 3 series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.